hello. Welcome to the Simply Together show. It is the 8th of October and it's been raining and it's a bit grey and I don't think we've got any warm weather coming anytime soon. So we just have to get on with it. But we're here today. We've got a packed show as per usual. Just checking in with people. How you doing, Shelley?
I'm a bit better now. I'm indoors. Walking the dog, it was wet and it was windy. So you had rain coming that way at one point.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That is not good when it's coming like that. It's no. How are you doing, Nikkei?
Me, I'm good, thank you. I'm still on aches and pains from the weekend. 6 sessions of Taekwondo in 2 days. Six sessions.
Wow.
Nice. And but other than that, it's all good. And I came away with homework, and I managed to miss the rain when I went out on my walk this morning. So needless to say, I'm on top form.
When have you got to get the homework done by?
No, it's an ongoing homework. So
okay.
If you want to know what the homework is, listen to my vlog this morning. Well, I'm going to post it after the show. Listen to it. It's really good.
Okay. How are you doing, Tamar?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me again. Good to see everyone. It's been a while. So thank you for inviting me on, and specifically Nikki for saying, come on and talk about some stuff. So yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling great. And yeah, just looking forward to the show and listen to you ladies, my favorite ladies in Bedfordshire.
Check you out.
Good to be here. Yeah, so yeah, good very much. Yeah, you're not going to grill me too much, are you? So I'm just taking it chill today. Yeah.
No. Well, I say no. It depends on what you say. Actually, to be fair, you know, say something that needs grilling, then we will grill.
Yeah. Last time I was here was Big Weekend, in advance of Big Weekend, I think. We were talking about Carnival, so that was a good chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, the Big Weekend. That was such amazing. It's so amazing.
That was a good time, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm glad to be here. No grilling unless I say something that says grilling. Then cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm just putting that disclaimer out there so that you know that there is a possibility. You know, so you can't then come back and say, "Why did you grill me?" Because we told you that might happen. It might happen.
Fair enough.
How are you, Cecile?
I am pretty good. I am pretty good. I've got 2 days, Monday and Wednesday, off of my. I would say that's my main employment, but actually I do more hours in my own stuff. So, but they think it's my main employment. So I've got two days off. Yesterday I spent that with my son, which was lovely because I don't see him very often.
Oh.
We went shopping and
What did you do?
went food shopping. We went to the Italian shop in Bedford, and then we went and got from Waitrose peaches in brandy ready for Christmas. Christmas is starting.
Yeah. Oh wow. Right. That's it. I'm gonna get cooking.
It starts again. This peaches and brandy thing starts again.
I've got to make it.
Did you find all your hiding spaces?
I've never had peaches and brandy actually.
You need to get some. You need to go and get them from Waitrose. Tesco's do sell them. You can get them on Amazon as well. They are to die for. They are
very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
Absolutely mad last Christmas.
So that's when Christmas starts, you see, because I've got those. I'm going to leave with you two because someone's banging on my door.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll tell them how very dare them. Okay, she's gone.
Sure she will.
Oh dear.
Well, we're going to start off with a video that I did with. Now we always have this same conversation. My nephew, so my best mate's son. So the closest thing one of the closest things I've got to my own son. He has been really amazing just recently. He has completed his Gold Duke of Edinburgh award.
Wow.
And we're doing a presentation because you can run it side by side with your scouting awards. So he will get his King Scout award after he's done his presentation next Wednesday. Now the presentation, he has to explain what he's actually done as part of his awards and things. And I had a few people asking me what it is, what does it entail. So I thought the best way to do that was actually then, I say an interview. We just had a chat. And so it gives him a little bit of kind of like a bit of preparation for Wednesday, really. So we can't obviously go into too much detail about what he's actually then saying on Wednesday, but I do go into a little bit on the end, but I wanted to mention it now in the chat and on like my social media and stuff. If you wanted a Zoom link to watch live or watch the recording afterwards about what he's actually done, because Jake does come out a lot with us at Simply Deez, and he's been on our stands, he's come out into the cinema, he's helped out on anything that he can, really. That if you were interested in Jake and what he's done, or if you was interested in what the Duke of Edinburgh Awards or Scouting actually is, it's all giving you life experiences and life skills. And it's actually, when you look at it, it's actually giving you those five ways of well-being. You're active, you're giving back to your community, you're because you're volunteering, you're out in nature, you're doing stuff for your community. And it's those kind of things that each of the different parts of both of the awards, any of the awards that you do through Scouting or Duke of Edinburgh, actually is pushing you towards. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little bit long, and there's a bit of a gap that's in the middle that I had to merge two pieces together because Amanda and Aaron, like her other son, came through the door. So so there's a little bit that goes a bit editing, but did you want to be on screen at the side, or you want to go off, or what do you want to do?
Just put us on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so I shall start off. Okay, now it doesn't want to present. It's like really.
Oh dear.
Strangle it.
I am making it do what it needs to do.
You're just building suspense, is what you're doing, isn't it? You're just getting us ready.
Right, so we are both on screen.
There we go.
I'm with Jake.
Put yourself on mute.
We're going to have a quick conversation about what you've got coming up for your Scouting. We've got an evening of you doing a presentation, and I've had a few people that ask me what it's all about. So do you want to explain a little bit about what it is that you're going to be talking about?
Well, I'm going to be talking about one of the top awards in Scouting, which is the King's Scout Awards. And basically for that, you need to do a bunch of nights away, do a bunch of stuff focusing on international community and values. So exploring then it's doing nights away, so camping outside and sometimes inside. So doing a bunch of nights away for that.
And you're looking after yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
And the final part is doing the GOLD DUKE, what is another very well-renowned award.
I think a few people have heard of DofE, yeah. Or Duke of Edinburgh Awards.
Duke of Edinburgh. Yeah. And that's basically doing skills for a period of time, doing volunteering for a period of time, and doing physical for a period of time, and then extra bits, which is the expedition, what is 4 days and 3 nights away, and you also have residential, which is having a new experience with people you don't know. So volunteering is the way I like to explain it, developing community, basically, physical, developing yourself
Yeah.
physically, and skills, developing yourself ability-wise.
Yeah. So you have been very, very, very busy because some of the volunteering took all year to do.
Yes.
You have to make sure you're doing that. The skills took quite a long time of the year. So learning a new skill and then pushing yourself and then learning from it and how you get around things. The physical, obviously, everyone wants to be out physically doing different bits and pieces. And then the international side of things and the other bits and pieces are where you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, I suppose, in a way.
Yes.
Learning new people's cultures, or learning how different people are in the sort of, like you did that as almost like a residential, didn't you? You went away and met new people completely on your own.
Some of which I still talk to
today. That's good. And even sort of to do your expedition part of it, because there's certain things that you have to then do, whether it be walking or cycling or anything. You decided to do canoeing.
Yes.
Or kayaking. Yeah, canoeing.
Canoeing.
And even then that you went and you didn't know anyone as part of that. And it's not just going out on an expedition either. That was training time that you had to do.
It was, so at the start of last summer, doing practice stuff. So basically training up to be able to basically be by ourselves in a canoe, understand how to actually use locks.
Oh, yes.
And just how to not drown, basically.
And you're taking all your kit with you as well?
Yes.
So as an expedition, you was, as you said, 3 nights, 4 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're taking tents with you?
Yeah.
You're taking your food with you?
Yeah.
All the other equipment that you then need. There was a group of you, and you were completely doing that on your own, even though you had adults with you as such, but they were more examining you.
They were more just supervising.
Yeah.
Making sure we didn't get into a complete disaster.
Yeah, going through the completely hit a lock and got it right way. So you were then basically getting yourself up on time, going to bed on time, knowing when you could then get to like your lunch breaks and everything else, and setting yourself up. So yes, this being the final thing, so you got your King Scout and your Gold Duke of Edinburgh. I think you're slightly different, because have we not done all the other ones in between, like as you go up to it? So we've done bronze and silver DofE.
Yeah.
So you do kind of similar things as what you just explained for gold, but not as in depth.
With silver and bronze, you don't do a residential section, and it's basically reduced duration. Right. So, say for my gold, I done volunteering for 12 months. With silver, it may have been just 9 months.
Right.
Or 6 months.
So it gives you a bit of a build up into doing the big thing. And then because you've been in scouting for so long, you've actually then done, we had this, so it's platinum and diamond.
Yes.
Similar thing, building up your skills, building up what you need to do. So yes, how long have you been in scouting now? How long did it take you to do all of this?
I've been in scouting for just over 10 years now. And I've been working towards my King Scout Diamond Platinum for the last, I would say, 4 years.
And I think all through that time you said right from the beginning you wanted to do each of the different steps going up.
Yes.
Both the Scouting Awards and the DofE. You wanted to complete all of them and complete them you have done in the time frame that you said. Because I think right from the beginning then you said you wanted it to be done by the time you were 17. Which me and your mum did think, wow, are you really going to do it? But no, you put your head down and you've really done it. So
Yes.
that's amazing. So on this evening, you might hear the printer going off in the background. We've got a presentation of all of those things that you've done for like your gold, silver, bronze, and then your other Scouting awards. So it's a bit of a presentation of all the different bits you've got, but we've also then got maps that we can look at, and we've got the books that we can look at. So you've been filling in what you had to do on each stage. So for anyone that's in Scouting that wants to actually look and see what's going on, yes, I'm going to do a Zoom call, and we'll actually then be able to then see that as your presentation.
Yes.
Right, so you're having to do this presentation then for, this is your final bit that you have to do for the King Scout Award.
Yes.
So you've done all that extra bits and pieces that you just said, but you have to do this presentation. Why is it you have to do a presentation then as part of it?
I think that it's just to inspire other people to go along the same lines as you did, so trying to do the King Scout. So with my presentation there's going to be other explorers there, a couple of scouts hopefully, so they can be inspired to try and go for a top award. It is also a fantastic thing which looks fantastic on CVs.
Oh yes.
And right now university personal statements. Even though they may not exist next year, they will still...
It will still be part of it.
Still be part of it.
I can say, because I went through guiding and scouting, the same as your mum, that when I was in a position that I saw CVs when I was working in the call centres and things, if it had anything to do with scouting on it, and especially a DofE, it just showed you what that person was like.
Yeah.
It just shows you that someone wanted to make better for themselves, could buckle down, and has got those life skills that you could actually then need in the workplace. Working out things for yourself and working as part of a team is the buzzword any time that you're in workplace. But knowing that someone's been in scouting, guiding, and has done a DofE really, really does stand out. So you're hoping that, like, showing everyone exactly what you've done.
Yeah. To inspire them to do it. Because it's a fantastic thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, with my Gold DOV, I'll get invited to Buckingham Palace and do that, I think, next May. It's the next opportunity. And Windsor, I think, is around the same time for the King Scout Award.
Oh, so we go royally twice in different places.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It
just shows you how important things like that actually is when you actually then get presented like that.
Yeah. DOV will be presented by, I'm pretty sure, Duke of Edinburgh, or is Prince Edward.
Edward, yeah.
And the King Scout Award would be any member of the royal family, plus maybe a celebrity.
Oh yes. Oh yes. What would we do? I mean,
It may be the new Chief Scout.
Yes. Oh yes, we have got a new Chief Scout. I say we. Yeah, we have got a new Chief Scout. So that'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. And you get to meet quite a lot of people from across the country on those 2 days.
Oh God.
That've done the same thing. So yeah, it's another opportunity for networking. Like going through, I mean, for scouting, if you're really into scouting, and as you've now learned, that you do stay friends with people through scouting and guiding, like they just get stuck.
Yes.
It is amazing opportunities that you then have through guiding and scouting. And I shouldn't really say, but in scouting a bit more than guiding. I mean, your mum did more stuff in scouting than we ever did in guiding. Yes, yeah, but we won't go into that. That's
something to do with beans.
Beans, campfires. Yes, tins of drink in campfires. Too much wood on a campfire. Yes, yeah. Yeah, we won't go into that. You didn't learn any of that at all from us. But I personally, for me, that when you went into scouting and decided that you was going to start doing this, I was so proud that you wanted to do it. Following your mum and me into scouting was an amazing thing, and finding the right scout troop for you, and finding that you really got the bug was an amazing thing. And watching you grow through all of this has been amazing, because that's what you've done. That's what it's provided for you, like the independence and opportunities, and yeah. And I think that's what it's all designed for. But yeah.
Yes. Get out there, do stuff, do it by yourself.
Yep.
And have fun. That's the main thing.
Main thing. And there's quite a lot of people that will be watching this video that kind of know you and have seen you kind of grow up. As part of the Deez crew that I know that have said to me, when they've seen you at different times, just how much that you've blossomed and you've changed and you've grown confidence, and yeah, it's been amazing to watch. So what happens now after this? You've got your Gold DofE, you got your King Scout, hopefully, after you've done the presentation.
Yeah.
What happens next?
Well, right now we're looking at doing the Explorer Belt, which is going to a different country, travelling around. It could be on public transport if you want.
Oh, wow.
Going to different communities and helping them if they need anything.
Wow.
For I think a week or two.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
And then there's another one, what is the Scout of the World Award, which I can't remember the specifications off the top of my head, but I know it's exploring the issue deeply.
Wow. And fitting all that in amongst your university degree as well. Because that's what we're going to go for next as well.
Yes.
But yes, watch this space, I suppose. So, on the Wednesday nights, we've got a slide presentation. We have got a break in between some of the slides, but it's also their chance that you've got some of the top-notch scouters there as well that can sign you off. And a little bit of networking, and as I said earlier, the printer going that's then got some bits and pieces in a book that we can look at afterwards as well. And hopefully, I said, if anyone wants the Zoom link, because you can't make the evening, it's being recorded as well. So if anyone wants it and actually then get some inspiration from you,
yes,
we've actually got it recorded as well. So next time people see you, you'll be doing your presentation.
Yes. In about 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks. Are we just under 2 weeks now because we're on our Friday? You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Yeah. Because you have been through it and you're still passionate about it, and that passion of how you explain things comes across, and inspiring people to actually then look at it. And even though you can only do Duke of Edinburgh Gold up to your 25,
yes,
I think it is 25. I call out to all adults out there. You can actually learn some of those skills that they do on the Duke of Edinburgh. Push yourself out there, learn a new skill, get out and about, go camping, go out in nature, go do something for yourself. It's never ever too late. Because that's what scouting is all about.
Learning new things.
All life skills.
Yes.
Life skills, definitely. Is that lovely?
Oh, that was really sweet. Can I just ask a question quickly?
Yeah,
I've got some questions as well.
I know. There's a couple of questions. One is an observation. The other one, am I the only person who thinks that you and Jake look alike? Honestly. That's what I was looking at. But are you sure? You guys need to go and do some DNA test. I'm looking at you.
I know me and Amanda are close. I don't think we're that close.
Not that close.
You're not the only person for that, Nico.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was great. That was really good to watch.
Yeah, see?
And Amanda asked where he went. Dwayne Fields is the new chief scout. So we had Bear Grylls that everyone kind of knows. Okay. Dwayne Fields is not necessarily one that you then kind of know about, but he's done a lot of things in the same kind of field, but you perhaps wouldn't know about him. I didn't know anything about that magnetic North Pole thing until I had to read up about him. But yes,
wow.
It does look like he's really getting into it. So you don't necessarily need to be in scouting to be the chief scout. What it is someone that's out there that's doing stuff. So you've worked in the community, you've done a load of stuff for like the world in general, so conservation, that kind of thing, and out and about. So yes, so he's the new chief scout. So
that was awesome. Thank you, Shelley. Thanks for sharing that. The only place I've done scouting is on my video games, so I'm really jealous actually of his experience. Awesome.
As I said in there, me and Amanda have gone through the guiding because you did, as way back then when we were going through stuff, it was the girls who did the guiding and the boys were the Boy Scouts. Now scouting is then open for girls, and it was more that we could do what you wanted to do more. Being more out and about than some guiding units are. So yes.
Okay.
Do you have to be a scout to do the Duke of Edinburgh?
No. Anyone can do a Duke of Edinburgh award.
You can do that anywhere.
What scouting did was they brought their awards in line with the Duke of Edinburgh, so you can go for both. So anyone in scouting, if they're going for the Scout Awards, sign up separately for the Duke of Edinburgh award, because it's, I think about 80-90% of it is actually the same things that will qualify for both.
Wow.
A lot of them do them in secondary school. Remy did her bronze and then thought, nah. I thought I'm not doing any more of that. And the bronze just had, I think they did camping and they did this horrendous long walk, and she just thought, nah, that's enough. So she's got a bronze. Right, I've got a couple of questions.
Right.
This one might be a really stupid one, and maybe somebody's already said it and I didn't hear it. Was it called the Queen Scout Award before? Is it because it's the King now?
It's now the King, yeah.
So it was the Queen Scout Award.
Yes, it was the Queen Scout Award. When the Queen died, anyone in guiding and scouting had to go back in and then make your promise to your king, to the King.
Oh,
because you are making a promise to whoever the sovereign is of your country. So
interesting.
Might change. Jake, right from the very beginning, he knew how old the Queen was, and he wanted to be one of the last ones to get the Queen Scout Award, because from now on, everyone's going to have King Scout on their uniforms and things.
Yeah.
That obviously wasn't the case, but he did start I'm sure he started his bits because of the way all COVID and everything, and he was this one that was in the transition. But yeah.
Okay.
Wow. It has a real medieval feel to it when I hear that. Scouts and pledging it to the Queen and the King. It feels like Game of Thrones or something, but
I like
it's good.
that.
It's good to see him doing it.
I know Nike's opinion on it, but I like all of that. Pledging and that business.
I don't mind pledging. Good. I will pledge to the UK because it has served me well, and I'm very proud to have my dual heritage. But I would not pledge.
Are you not pledging to the King?
Nope.
Come on.
At a push, I might have pledged to the Queen because I can still remember my romantic view of the Queen before I was emancipated. But no, and I don't mean that in a negative or horrible sense of way. You know, it is what it is. If I had gone through it during the normal life cycle things, I might have had a different view. Or being the way I am culturally, I would have gone with it because that is what you did and you followed the protocols. Okay. And I'm not a rebel. I'm not going to go out there and start a campaign and say, no, we're not pledging to the King. I am very pro-choice in that matter. So I think
guiding and scouting, your promise that you make is to do your best.
Yeah.
And then
always be prepared.
Yeah, always be prepared. Yes, as you said on your T-shirt, that worked out so well. When as soon as you turned around and said it would be prepared on your Taekwondo T-shirt, and it was like, that is the scouting motto: always be prepared.
Yeah.
Nice. And then you're pledging sort of like to do your best to. It always was to God, and now they kind of changed it now slightly because you're open to anyone. It's you either drop the God or to my God, depending on how you want to do that.
Yeah.
But it is then always then to the country as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Very multicultural.
I can see you looking at your notepad.
I've got my notepad. Yeah, I know. He's so old school. So he was saying about, and you were saying about that he had his kit. And they went camping. So in that kit, is that the kit just for him with his food for him, or is that separate?
They could do it their own way. As it was when they did the expedition, you had adults but they were just monitoring what you were doing. And they would be the examiners, if you like, to then say, yes, you did enough to actually then qualify. But the young people involved would actually work out that. So you would have your own tent, your own clothing, your wash bag, even though it's sometimes not used.
Wash bag.
So your own tent, sleeping bags, clothing, so all of your own equipment.
Yeah.
You could decide amongst you whether you was in your own canoe with your own stuff, or whether you lassoed a couple of canoes together, so you kind of helped share the load. There's all sorts of different ways of doing it. When you're walking, it tends to be you're all carrying your own kit because that's just the easiest way to do it. If you decide to do walking, same if you decide to do cycling. But you work out what you do as a group for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's only the person, the adult involved would only be involved if you're really going to put yourself into danger. That's the only time they're allowed to step in. So if you're going the wrong way, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
If you're going the wrong way and you're about to go down rapids, yes, then they might actually then say, perhaps you shouldn't go that way.
So you just said about lassoing. So in my head, lasso is when you're doing this and you're getting a horse or cattle or something.
You got your rope, you got your canoes together, and you're tying yourself together.
So is that not just tying it together?
Well, yeah, but you're wiping, you're winding the rope around each other and stuff.
Okay. One more question. Well, when you say lasso, I'm just thinking.
But that's why I would have the same thought, to be fair.
To use the naval term, it's lashing together.
Okay,
Oh,
that
really?
would make more sense to me as well.
It's just obviously my word of using it, but yeah.
That's the only questioning around words that we do and language that we do. That's the only questioning we've got.
Wars have been started for less. It's good to be on the same page when it comes to words.
Of course. Because I might have then just had that picture of lassoing cows or bulls or something like that, and that's not what they're doing. Right, I've got another question then.
Oh my Lord.
I know.
Keep them coming.
Well.
No. This is a two-parter.
Ooh.
What's Jake gonna go and do at uni, and what does he want to do after? What's job does he want to do?
Big breath.
Oh
right.
God.
Jake wants to. He's really into his history.
Oh yeah.
And he's not just going for history politics. He's going for politics, worldwide politics.
Ooh.
Wow.
So it's then do with things like we've just got them like the next month coming up, where you've then got like where everyone's going to the polls in America. It is worldwide politics and conflicts kind of thing. So that's what he's wanting to do, really. So he's in his second year at sixth form. We've already gone round universities to see which course and which place is better for him. But yeah, that's what he wants to do. He is a young Labour Party member. He has met the two local Labour MPs a few times as part of sixth form. As part of sixth form, on his course, there was only 2 or 3 of them that were asked to stay around and actually meet some MPs because they were there for the course, and he was one of them that was invited. So he's really into his politics, really into his politics, to the point where there's a couple of times where it's just gone over my head.
Wow, that's all my questions.
Can I just say, just an observation about teamwork and what you're learning, right? So on Sunday, on our beach session, we were in groups and we were given an instruction. We all had these sacks of sand and we had to run across the other side of the beach. And we were told that we had to pass the bag to another person. We always had to have a bag to one point. And we had to do it as a team and come back as a team. And I'm sure it was the team next to me that won. They were really fast, but they were disqualified because they didn't do it as a team. What they did is they thought, well, it would be quicker if we got into pairs. And then they were just swapping the bag between pairs. And then they came back. And it was quite interesting because obviously they didn't follow the instruction. When I was listening to what you were saying with Jake, when he had, when they have all the instructions, the things they've got to do and how they've got to work out how they're going to do it as a team, I couldn't help but think of the similarity and the kind of skills that I mean, we were all adults there, but when you do those things with kids as well, then you see a completely different thing and you can see that dynamic. So yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's really, really good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh wow.
So they were the 4 that decided to. So you'll actually see. I don't know whether you can see my pointer. That you've actually got the wood that goes between the 2 canoes.
Yeah.
So you got.
So you've literally got to do it yourself. Wow.
That's tied in, and then it's all tied in underneath on both sides.
Right.
And they're actually towing one canoe as well. So you've got equipment that's in either the boats, and you've got a boat behind you that you're towing. So they decided that was the easiest way for them to do it, rather than one person, one canoe, or your equipment.
And that clearly shows teamwork, because actually the boats are tied together. The other boat is tied to them as well. So it is literally teamwork, because they are working
fantastic.
together.
Yeah. And they decided to do that themselves. So they could have gone out there the first time, decided it wasn't working, someone running behind them too late. He
wants to be an MP.
I wasn't going to put that pressure on him. We had the conversation.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Good.
That is amazing.
I like that. So anybody who wants the link to watch the presentation next week, obviously contact Shelley, contact us at Simply Deez. We can get that link for you. And in some shape or form, is Jake watching this?
I'm not sure whether he's at home from college yet at the moment or not.
Because I'm just putting him into I'm just going to tell him what he's doing.
Right,
so
Auntie Cecile can say it, yep.
Some shape or form, he will be at International Men's Day in some shape or form. He'll be there helping because he does it anyway. Whether we get him to speak is another matter. And if we don't, then we'll have a video. But he will be there doing something. But when he watches this on catch up and Mum can talk to him, we'd like you to just stand up and say a few words.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there, Jake.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. No. Well, there is really, but no. Right. What else do we need to
go and look at? No, that was the only thing I was going to say was the scout group that he belongs to, the Explorer Scouts, is Hydra Explorer Scouts. If you actually want to see what they're up to, they're all on Facebook. If you want to look at the Duke of Edinburgh Awards, it's DOFE.org. That will actually then give you some of the things that they've actually then done. So as I said, and like we said on the end of that video, go and have a look. Go and have a look at what they do and think about what you can actually then do, because it is something that it is so easy to do in your own life, and it gives you some pointers and bits of getting just out and about, getting in your community. And funny enough, talking to community, Tamar's here.
Yes. I was going to ask, I should have asked, is there a push right now for people to get more involved with DOV, or is it more, as you said, quite like come as you like, come as you will, or is there a big push for people going to
DOV always ticks over because DOV gets into schools. So if you've got anyone that's going through high school or sixth form at the minute, they should have someone either part of the schooling team, or that there's someone that then comes in and visits to then say that you can go for like these things. And it is something that, the volunteering is something you can pick yourself, or you can get helped out with. And that is then, if you do the gold, it's just over the year. There's a minimum amount of hours, and it is that you're literally just 2-3 hours a week you could be doing a volunteer, just as long as it's then signed off. The residential is over the week. Well, it'd be 2 weeks, because you then have your training on 1 week, and then you'd have your actual event the following week, another week. And they could do that then in your summer holidays.
Yeah, fantastic.
So it's walking, it's cycling, it's canoeing, so many different things that you can do as your expedition, just as long as you're out overnight. And doing that. And there are companies, because that's what we actually did with Jake and why we did so much fundraising. Scouting wasn't quite up to what Jake's time scale. So we actually found somewhere that he could actually do his canoeing with, and it was kind of localish, and it's a company that's set up. They do canoeing expeditions normally anyway, but it was something that they were then actually approved that they could sign them off to do the DOV.
Wonderful.
He had a strategy. He had a timeline. That's really good.
He was wanting to do this while he was 17. He wanted to do it way before he turned 18, and then going off to university. So in the 3-4 years, if you like, he's done all 3 awards on both scouting and DOV.
That's awesome, honestly. And it does go a little bit into what I'll talk about today, definitely.
It's one of those things that the schools push anyway, which I don't think that's why there's not like a kind of a big push for it, because the schools do it, the secondary schools do it all the time, and they're very clear that if you do something like this, that is fantastic on your uni application. And there are also companies around who will also sponsor and do things like that. It's huge. It's a huge thing that goes on. It's absolutely huge.
because I know Scouting will be watching this. I think there might be a couple of leaders that are actually watching this at the minute. Scouting, I mean, guiding was always my first love, but Scouting, I've got friends that I've kept in Scouting since I was in Scouting myself 25, 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I will always push for anyone to go into Scouting, boys and girls. It gets you out and about. It gets you doing different things in your community. It gets you, not even if you just go to the meetings once a week, it gives you things. It gives you life skills. It gives you the ability to network with someone that you possibly wouldn't do otherwise. And it gives you the opportunities that you can go out camping for the week or the weekend, whether that be in a hut, whether that be in a tent, whether that be then internationally. It is a big, big thing that does get poo-pooed and kind of like, oh, it's Scouts, and oh, I don't know. You do naturally go through an age where you're not interested in Scouting because your body's changing and you're changing schools and everything else. But coming back out, like going to either side of that, it is the biggest thing that you could actually have. It is the thing.
I agree. It kind of comes full circle, doesn't it? Yeah.
And see what I'm doing now. I'm doing so much different things in the community because I've got that myself here now that I've done. And yes, we won't talk about some of the late nights and
no, we're not going to talk about those things that you're not supposed to be sharing.
And yeah.
Oh my God.
But we are, because time is running out, we are going to go and talk to Tamar. Hello. How you doing?
Hello. Yes, pretty good. I'm really glad to be here. I've heard, Shelley's stories and Jake's stories firsthand today. So I'm really glad I've heard that. And instead it links quite well to what I will be talking about, definitely, because the reason I was asked to come on today to speak about was the brand new app, Luton app, that's been launched. Maybe you've all heard of it, maybe you haven't, but I'll get into it in a second. And I'm here on behalf of Step Forward Luton today. So I'm an ambassador, but I'm also currently on their board. So I've got 2 roles at the moment. Step Forward Luton itself is only about a year or so old, mind you. So I'll explain briefly that it's a place brand. So it was kind of born out of what a lot of people were feeling and experiencing, was that the town struggled with its perception a lot of the time. And the timing was kind of coming together where Luton were promoted to the Premier League, and there was a lot of things happening in the town way before even Big Weekend was announced, and the timing was right for them to launch this place brand. And in doing so, they kind of invited people from the community to at least hear the pitch, hear what was going to be proposed and how we're going to do it. And at that point, they started to recruit ambassadors to get involved. I'm happy to say we're close to about 50 ambassadors at the moment, to be honest. So quite a lot of people have said or committed to defending this town or being positive for this town in a certain way, and at least coming under one banner. So I'm quite proud of that fact and excited to see what we do next. So, because it's only a year or so old, we are still, this is finding our feet in terms of how we outreach and how we do things throughout the town. The benefit is that when we're set up, it's partly being driven by the Luton Council. So it's not that they drive what we do here today, but they said, let's facilitate this, let's make it happen, and at least bring all these people onto one page. So everyone that's involved has ambassadorial traits and qualities. So when I'm hearing Jake talk about wanting to do, be an MP or do international relations, that is the kind of qualities that the town needs, people that are ready to stand and talk and be engaged about the things happening around them. So awesome stuff to hear. In terms of the app, it is a free app, by the way, so I recommend you go and download it either now or as soon as this stream finishes. It's called Step Forward Luton, and you can find it on either Google or on Apple, both of the app stores. I think it was on Apple first, they got it first, and then it was released to Android later. So I'm Android, so I had to wait for it. Okay, but now that I've got it, I check it sort of once a week, and it gives you offers from different businesses that are on there and release their offers, local ones. It tells you like distances to different attractions. So wherever you are, you just load it up and it will tell you how far you are from different parks, different monuments, different kind of, let's say if you want to go to Luton Town Football Club, it'll tell you how far you are from it and how to get there. And it will link back to a what's on guide where it will show everything that's happening in the town that people have submitted and put on there for the town and the world to see. So I'm a big fan of it, as you can tell, but I will invite some questions. And I guess the main thing I'm trying to express is that it's for two purposes. It's for those who are in the town to see what's going on and to engage in what's around them. But anyone that's visiting or coming for the day or wants to find out about Luton might download it and inquire. So we're right by an airport. Someone comes in for the day, they could just download the app and just see what it's about. Where can I go? What's happening today? And I think it's a great tool for them to use, to be fair. Yeah. So yeah, download it straight away if you're not doing it already. I don't see any hands moving, so I'm assuming you've all got it already.
I'm actually watching on my phone. I have downloaded it.
She can't do it.
Yeah, I have downloaded it.
I'm
I
kidding.
haven't set up my account yet because I got distracted when I was putting in my email address, and then I haven't gone back to it. But it does look very interesting. Did I hear you say that there will be like offers and things on there?
Yeah, so different businesses will set up their own profile on the actual app, and then through there they're offering discounts or vouchers or introductory offers to local residents through there. So, here we go. Shelley's in progress.
Is on there.
There we go.
Ooh.
Good student. Tick, tick, tick. Yeah, you still get a tick, Nikki. You're just partway through. So, yeah, no, absolutely. Get on there, have a little explore, promote it out, share it, because it's a free app and it was fully funded by central government. So it's not something that has been a charge to any Luton resident. None of us have had to put into this through our council tax. Do you know what I mean? It's just there. So why not use it? Is my
exactly.
Okay, so obviously we can see that Shelley's business is on there, but what's the uptake been like for businesses or organisations within Luton?
Yeah, well, when I looked on it this morning, I saw a lot of different organisations. Some that are already promoting, whether it's through like other radio shows, like different marketing companies. I've seen clothing store from the mall, JT Afrique is on there. So it's very much. Let me explain another thing. So Step Forward Luton is split into two halves. There's the business and investment side, and then there is the ambassador side. So the business and investment side is more focused on securing inward investment into the town, but they're also supporting local companies to onboard them onto the app. Okay, right. So I'm not entirely sure of the data or the numbers, but there is a dedicated support to get people onto the app and make sure that they're able to get their profile set up. Even though it's quite self-explanatory, I think they just still made a bit of this dedicated portion to say, right, let's get them on there. Let's make it work. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, really promote it, really big it up.
In as much as that, I was contacted as a local business, getting your details on there for free, and then you can put in whatever discounts and things that you want to do. So you promote yourself as in, like, if you're always using this particular code, you get 10% off of your meals because you're on the app. Some people, it's like signing up for free. Like your first visit, 10% off. Like cookies and cream, 20% off any item if you show them that you're on the app. So it's exclusive on there because us as a business puts it on there.
And I've just realised I'm a business as well.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
I do.
Get yourself on there.
Yes. Okay.
Get yourself on there.
I better put that on my to-do list.
So when it launched,
list is even bigger than my notepad.
When the app launched, they were doing offers to number of people that had downloaded it. So I think they had 50, 100, and maybe 200. So I know there is quite a lot of people who have downloaded and gone onto the app already. So yeah, you have that flexibility. You can offer your own kind of vouchers or discounts to people on there. Yeah. So as creative as you can be, really.
Put that on there for the week and take it off again. So it's not like on some of these apps, you're approaching someone to do something and then it takes a while for that to happen and then it's everything else. This is my activity. Click on saying, yep, no, I'll put that discount on for this week because I've got some stock that I need to get rid of. Then I take it back off again. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
See?
And
we've got an expert in our mix.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Really good. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, my personal favorite use on it is seeing how far I am from which local park. So as soon as I load it up, it will say I'm this close to Limbury, this close to Wardown Park, this close to Kidney Woods, and yeah, I can go on my own expedition whenever I want, basically. So that's why I like the app.
Okay, very good, very good. So Shelley's already on it. I'm going to have a look at it later today, and we did.
Nikki's partway through.
I haven't done it yet. I'll be Shelley to say, how do I do it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we need to do like workshops or something. Maybe we need to do like drop-ins. Maybe at Men's Day we need to have a booth or a store or something, just show people to get on it. Like maybe something like that needs to happen. So I'm just putting it out there to the world and maybe myself as well. So yeah.
Okay. One of the things I was going to ask, because I've been talking about scouting, I didn't quite see that if you had people like us at Simply Deez or scouting could actually then be as part of the search thing in there as well. So if you are looking for charity services or anything else like that, I haven't really kind of looked at the app that much more, but that could be another thing then to add into it that was kind of promoting the charities and things that are around. So you're seeing different things that are around you and not realizing.
Yeah. I think that should be part of it. You know, if it was like an option, I guess the way the app works is almost like a product or a service you're always selling, but doesn't mean there has to be a transaction or a value. It could just say, you know, counseling service or one-to-one. Maybe it can work like that. So
because ultimately when you're looking at anything like that, Simply Deez or scouting or anything like that, they are providing a service of some description. They're just not charging for it. So that, but also an app and anything like that is something that just gets, it changes over time.
Evolves,
It evolves, that's the word. It evolves over time. So the app is the way it is right now. And if there isn't that access on there for charity things and like that, then maybe that's what they'll look at next and could add that on. So you might need to take that back to your group.
I will take that back. And I will be crediting you with the idea.
If you can't do it, then somehow they need to add it so we can do it.
It sounds more like it'd be your local Google, wouldn't it? It's your local go-to. I want to know what's going on around me. I'm sitting here and you
don't always want to see adverts for all random other stuff going on. Like it's focused. So why not? Well, thank you for having me on to talk about it. And you know, it's for the people. So for the people, let's use it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
All the links are in the comments and stuff, but it's been shared out a couple of times on Simply Deez, so I'll do it again after the show as well.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Okay. So wonderful having you on, Tamer. I'm sure we'll be having you back on again, because I'm sure there'll be something else that is happening within Luton that you then want to share. So why didn't you go for it then, Shelley?
Because I haven't yet.
Can you still do that then? Are you still taking ambassadors?
I think we're still trying to grow. I did see applications coming through even recently, but I don't know if we've got a finite number. I don't know, to be honest. So why not?
Where do we find an application then?
I'll have to send it to you, because I think it's all coming to us, basically, coming to the board through the council. So you see the names, you see who's interested, and we've been saying yay, basically, to majority of people. So I don't think we said no to anyone personally, but
me and Shelley.
Okay. You'll have my endorsement.
I'm very passionate about the town that I have been born into and I live in. So I think I should be an ambassador.
Did I see you check your notes there? You had to read that for a second.
No, Matt. If you watch this program enough, you will know. I am always saying that I am passionate about Luton.
Yes.
So, I'm third generation Lutonian. I'm fourth generation Lutonian. So
Fourth generation.
I'm not. I moved here, but I still love the place anyway. But the other time, I can't remember, somebody said something about Luton. I said, right, I'm summoning my inner Cecile now. You cannot talk about Luton right now.
There you go. Come on.
See, I'm first generation Luton. My parents came to Luton. I am first generation. And I don't care whether you're fourth and I'm first. I'm still up there.
The
So
same.
I would like to apply to be an ambassador. I don't know why I'm doing that. I got no time to do my own things. I think I would like.
You're already doing great ambassadorial work. Let's just put it out there. I know everybody is doing that, so be proud of what you're already doing, and just when the time comes, Okay.
So wrapping up the show because it's time to go. We've got our Life in a Lockdown Zoom on Thursday. Go onto Facebook, register on the link, and then just come and see us and tell us what you've been up to. And if there's anything you want to share, just come along. You don't have to stay for the whole 2 hours it's supposed to be. But that 2 hours is pretty much like our half-hour show. That does never last half hour. But yes, we've got that on Thursday. Got our Zoom, and we will we'll be back here next Tuesday. And next Tuesday, we are going to be talking about Philip Schofield. Sharing that now.
Yeah, that's good. I
Opinion.
I haven't watched the documentary, and so I was actually quite happy how today planned out, because when I was looking for something to watch while I was doing the laundry before, by the way, I'm at home. I forgot to tell you guys that. I feel like I'm not working, and I came across it. And I thought, I should really watch that if we're going to talk about it on the show. But I have to steel myself. Yeah, it's kind of in that bucket of how you know about me. What you know about me, it is in that bracket. I'm not going to lie, but I just thought to myself, let me learn to keep my mind open a little bit longer, and I'm going to watch it. And if I'm never seen again, just know I've died watching it.
Well, I made a conscious decision to not watch it. However, things that have been said. And I just thought we need to talk about that. So I will watch it before next Tuesday.
It will make for a better conversation as well if you've watched it.
So if anybody's got any comments on it, anything they want to say, even if you can't be online at that time, just drop us a line, let us know. Because we will be having a conversation about said man and what has happened. Okay. And lastly, these are the peaches in brandy.
All Cecile buys every single one.
Every year.
Well, I'm making my own again this year. I'm making my own because it turned out absolutely brilliant last year. And also, I did actually promise Tisha that I would make her a jar. So even if I only made Tisha's own, they are going to be made. And now you said you got them for Waitrose. I've got a friend that works at Waitrose, so I might just give her a message.
Okay. There are many different shops. Sainsbury's sometimes have them, Tesco sometimes have them, but I buy these every year.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many years. And I
think I might buy a pair and do a comparison.
I put a message out to my kids and my brother because they'll be over for Christmas. Is there anything that you would like that you need to let me know? Otherwise, I'm just going to buy whatever I buy. And the first thing that Remy put was peaches in brandy. It's like, that's a given. You don't need to explain it. That is a given. So yes,
okay.
I've got 3 jars.
The challenge is on. I am going to get
started October. Didn't even get to November.
I know. I was near Waitrose, so I had to go and get them. Other shops sell them, but I will go and buy another one to give to you, Nico. I will go and buy one so that you can taste the ones that we taste and see whether yours are any similar. Okay?
You had it here.
We'll be back next week.
Indeed.
See you all 12 o'clock talking about that documentary. See you then.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.